And once the terms of the agreement are fulfilled, because the agreement would be to a certain time, you're going to pay me this much for this amount of time until the debt is paid off. I'm just using that as an example. And the date when it's paid off is set, the amount is set, the people that are going to be doing it are set. If anything happens, other conditions, clauses in it is, if this happens, we'll revisit this, or if this happens, we'll change this. When you hear the word covenant, he's talking about that, a contract between two parties. This contract is one between the Father, Yah, and the people, his people, for instance, and I named them. I named two, and then we're going to keep reading, and the two become one. Ezekiel 36, right? The two shall become one. That's marriage talk. That's husband. That's relational, right? So there's no longer two. There's now one that he makes a renewed covenant with, the new or renewed covenant. All right. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Mitzrayim. Now we have some context of who he's talking about when he says them, those people he led out, because they did not continue. They broke the contract, right? They did not continue. They started off good, and then they somewhere went astray, to the left or to the right. They did not continue in my covenant. So it's his covenant, okay? It's not their covenant. It's the Old Testament, the Old Covenant, right? And I, this is the end of verse 9, disregarded them, says Yah. He disregarded them because they broke the covenant. That's all he wanted, is for them to walk out the covenant. So that's why he sent his prophets to get them back to covenant with him once more, so that they can walk proper, right? And so that they can do his love language. Okay. Because this is the covenant that I shall make with, not two now, with one, with the house of Yisrael, Israel. After those days. What days? After those days, that's like latter day talk. In the latter days, this will happen, I'll do this, so on and so forth. Okay. With the house of Israel. So we know who he's making the covenant with. It's no one else. It's not the house of Judaism. It's not the house